On September 17, 2025, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a strategic mutual defense agreement declaring that any aggression against one would be treated as aggression against both, marking a historic upgrade in their decades-long security partnership. The pact signals Pakistan's potential extension of its nuclear umbrella to Saudi Arabia and reflects Riyadh's pivot toward Islamic military solidarity amid waning confidence in US protection. But why is this suddenly happening after decades of military support from America? Before you forget, press the like button. Saudi Arabia has been paying America for protection from any attacks, especially Iran. Saudi Arabia considered them a strong ally and protector. Rather than investing in their own manufacturing of arms, which would have made them much more independent, the oil-rich kingdom paid the United States tens of billions of dollars over the decades for military protection. But there is no single cumulative figure publicly disclosed that accounts for all payments. However, some of the transactions are known to the public. During the 1990-91 Gulf War, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and other Gulf states paid the US around $36 billion to cover military expenses. Saudi Arabia paid $500 million in 2019 to offset the cost of US troops stationed in the kingdom during heightened tensions with Iran. $331 million was billed by the US for aerial refueling provided to Saudi warplanes in Yemen. Apart from this, Saudi Arabia is one of the largest buyers of US weapons, importing nearly 80% of its arms from the US. These purchases ranging from fighter jets to missile systems. Quite opposite to that, since recognizing Israel in 1948, the US has provided over $150 billion in aid and consistently supported Israel diplomatically, including vetoing numerous UN resolutions critical of its actions. Since October 2023, Israel has launched military strikes in at least 7 Middle Eastern countries: Palestine, Gaza and the West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, Tunisia, Yemen, Qatar and Iran. These attacks range from airstrikes on militant targets to cross-border operations, all the while enjoying the full support of America and their Western followers. Recently, on September 9, 2025, Israel launched a targeted airstrike on a residential compound in Doha, Qatar, aiming to assassinate senior Hamas leaders during a ceasefire negotiation meeting. The attack killed 6 people, including the son of Khalil al-Hayya and a Qatari security officer, and provoked widespread condemnation for violating Qatar's sovereignty and undermining regional diplomacy. Israel dared to do this while President Donald Trump was actively involved in brokering a ceasefire and peace framework between Israel and Palestine, with Qatar playing a central mediating role right up until Israel's airstrike on Doha on September 9, 2025. Israel's monstrosity did not stop at that. After the Doha airstrike, Israel declared it would continue to pursue Hamas leaders wherever they hide, signaling a broader campaign that could extend into any country hosting them. This alarmed every country in the Middle East, especially all the countries that the Zionist extremists wish to invade into their greater Israel. At the emergency summit in Qatar, Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi proposed an Arab NATO, while Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar pushed for a unified task force to counter Israeli aggression. Turkey and Iran also supported the concept, with Turkey advocating economic retaliation and Iran urging pan-Islamic military unity, marking a rare moment of convergence among key Muslim powers. Although the idea of an Islamic NATO gained momentum after Israel's airstrike on Doha in September 2025, it is not a new idea. It has not materialized due to being able to unite under a common goal. Saudi Arabia saw, like Saudi, Qatar and the United States have in place a defense partnership, which Qatar has invested over $8 billion to develop since 2003. Qatar grants the US critical basing, overflight and logistical privileges. Qatar operates a multi-layered air defense network that includes the American Patriot Pact-3, Norwegian NASAMS, British Rapier, German Roland, and most recently the US-made THAAD system acquired in a $42 billion deal to counter high-altitude ballistic threats. These are all in the hands of the Americans. With all of these in place, they would have protected Qatar if any other country attacked a Qatari city. But when Israel attacked, they did not work, and it would never work because, well, simply because the attackers are Israel. Watching the signing of the new military alliance between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, many observers think it is better late military alliance than never, and better less military cooperation than not at all, like always. Like this video and subscribe if you have found value in this video.